Hey everybody, welcome to Life of Sunny Lea with Kathy. And we've had a good week. We missed church on Sunday because Douglas had to go back to Ohio to finish packing up and getting ready for his move back to Indiana. So we're looking forward to having him back closer to home. Actually, he's going to be here for a while until he finds a place or decides what he wants to do, whether he wants to stay here for a while, whether he wants to move somewhere else. A lot depends on circumstances and how things work out. And Sean's been here all week. He's in between jobs right now, looking for jobs and stuff, and just kind of coming home and relaxing and just taking the time that he has off to visit with us, which is really wonderful. And so we didn't get to church on Sunday. Didn't get much done, carrying a lot of stuff back and forth from Doug's car, getting him ready to go. And then on Monday was a day, one of those days that your mother says that just sometimes things don't go right and you just need to find something else to do. That was me Monday. I wanted to print out some business cards that my husband wanted. And I've done this before. I've printed out business cards, no problem whatsoever. Well, this time I have two printers hooked to the old desktop computer, and that's the only one that does business cards because it's a program from a CD disc, which they probably don't make anymore, and my laptops do not take CD discs, so we can't load that program onto it. So I had to use the desktop. Well, that was a problem. The one printer to the desktop refused to even work. It started working, and then it got jammed, and then it quit working, period. It just stopped. So I thought, well, I'll use the other printer. And the other printer wouldn't come on. So I had to troubleshoot that, found out that the surge protector underneath was only allowing one socket, or whatever it's called, where you plug in. Only one of them was actually working. And they were all turned on, but only one was working. So I unplugged that and put in a new surge protector, and the other computer came on. The other one still wouldn't work. But when I ran paper through it, the ink had dried up or something. Anyway, it would not print. So it's either buy more ink for it and see if it's going to work. Yeah, and ink is so expensive. I'm thinking, if I want to make this purchase and then have it not working at all, or do I just want to get rid of it? Now, the desktop is so old that the new printer, which is wireless, won't even hook up to it. So that's useless. So got that. I've got two printers. One maybe work, one doesn't work. So I got this, and then of course the new printer that works wonderfully off the laptops and off the phones and everything. So I got three different printers, and only one is really reliable. So anyway, I worked all day trying to troubleshoot that, trying to get that to work, and I had to clean the desk out because we had some dirt in there that I had to get cleaned out. And so that took most of the day. I didn't get anything accomplished except supper that night. And Wednesday and Thursday, it was getting cooler, but nice and pretty. So I put the cats out in the catico both those days. We went to the gym both those days and worked out. Of course, every day I've been working with Dusty. We've been training her and trying to get her. We've got her outside more now. She's outside at least an hour each day. Even if it's raining, we took her out and walked her for a couple of short walks instead of the whole hour at one time, or the half hour at one time. One day she was out almost 2 hours altogether. As long as it's pretty and she's got shade and stuff, and we're with her, she can be out. So we've been working with her, training her every day. She gets at least 2 walks a day and 3 training sessions a day. And then the walks also include training sessions. So we've been doing that. I did get the night lights that you put on the collar, which I love, because she is, right now, she's still got a lot of black in her. She hasn't got her a dark coat yet. So when it starts getting dark, it starts getting hard to see her. So with these lights on, it's really a lot easier. We can play fetch at night. Of course, she's on the leash, but still, I like to know where she's at, so when she comes charging back, I know she's coming back. And she's not running into me. So that's what we've been doing. Also, I got some new tools to clean Sunny the bird's cage. And I always dread cleaning that cage. Always dread. I put it off and just don't really do it as much as I should. Well, these tools have made... I got a pest here. Trying to say hi. Hey, you want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. This is one of the little kittens that we need to get rid of. They think they're house cats. Very, very friendly. Adorable. But they get in the way at times. Anyway, back to the bird. I got this new toolkit on how to clean the cages. That cage has never been this clean, except for maybe when it was brand new. I still got a few areas I need to clean, but she was getting a little antsy with me scrubbing the cage so much. And I changed some things around. I put new purchase in so I could clean the old purchase. Well, that didn't work out too well. She was scared of the new purchase and actually refused to eat for almost a day and a half. So I cleaned up on Friday. I cleaned up the old purchase and put those back in. And left the one new one in, the box one that's supposed to be an interactive one that she can chew on. I left it in. She hasn't checked it out yet, but I put the other purchase in and she immediately went back and started eating. So that's a good sign. So I'm just going to leave things as they are. I still want to replace the swing. She's got it chewed about halfway through. Cat? She's got it chewed about halfway through. So, but I'm going to wait until she's eating well again, and I'll probably clean the cage another time. There's still a little bit of stuff still on the back side. But like I said, she was getting a little flighty, a little shut down. You can tell when she shuts down, she kind of just closes her eyes and just puffs up. So that told me it was time to give her a break from me cleaning and scrubbing on that cage, because I was scrubbing pretty hard and making it rattle quite a bit. Anyway, 2 days later, she's fine. She's eating, and I will probably wait and clean the cage again next week, the rest of it. And got all of her bows cleaned, and all the perches are clean. Everything is clean except for the pull-out tray at the bottom where she walks on. It's clean, but the grooves that it goes into, I need to clean. Look at that. Look at that cat. Look at that cat. Ugh. Anyway, the grooves that the tray goes into, they need to be cleaned out really well. And that's going to make the cage rattle a little bit more. So I decided just to wait until the next cleaning session on that one. It's something that she can get a hold of. You know, all the area that she's actually in is well cleaned. So on Friday, and Monday and Friday, Bill and Chris had to go to Indy. And like I said, I left cats in on Friday because, ow! Except for these two. I left the other cats in. And, okay, enough of this cat. I left the other cats in the side because we're going to go out this evening. Because I'm doing this part on Friday. We're going out this evening and celebrate the end of the program that Chris has gone through. And the reason that they've had to go to Indianapolis so much. So it ends today, and we see how that goes. So stay tuned. Friday afternoon, we all piled into the car. Sean, Chris, and Bill and I went up to Texas Roadhouse to celebrate the fact that Chris was through with that program. And had a good time at Texas Roadhouse up at Columbus. Food was much better than it was last time. Service was much better. Came home and next day did laundry. Saturday did laundry most of the day. Spent most of the day out with Dusty. Had her out almost all day working with her. Friday night, I actually began to see the little wheels clicking in her mind saying, oh, I think I got this. And we're doing, adding on to different things. We've got spin. We're working on that. She's finally getting the weight at the door and to let go. She still nips a little. This was a mistake that she made when we were playing fetch, and she got my hand when she jumped up to get the ball before I told her to set. She is responding well to the hand clues as well as the verbal. We've got set, down, wait, stay. All those she knows the hand signals for. She knows the hand signal for spin. She doesn't do spin too well. She's just learning that, but she knows the hand signal for it. And she starts doing it. And like I said, we just started that one. Crate training is coming along a little bit better. I've been feeding her in the crate, and she will now let me close the door and open it again real quick. You know, I mean, it's not locking her in, but she's staying in and not hopping out. So that is a big improvement to what it was last. Saturday we did have a little bit of a problem with her trying to jump on the furniture. So with shoes, I told Shoes to get off the furniture once, pulled her off, and that was it. Dusty took, I think 4 times before she realized that, furniture? No, not unless I'm asked. Okay, and I'm not asking her. That would be a little bit farther down the road, because I wanted to get the fact that leave it means no until you're given permission. So we worked on that today. Her loose walk was much better today. She loves playing fetch. So now we're getting there. We've got set, down, stay pretty good. We're working on wait yet at the door. She's doing much better. When we play fetch, it's set, look at me, and then I throw the ball, and then come to me and let go before it gets thrown again. And if she lets go right away, let's repeat it really quick. If she makes me wait a little bit, then I make her wait a little bit before we start the game. So hopefully she's getting the idea that the quicker she gives me the ball, the quicker she can run back after it and get it again. And I got the night lights for after dark. It works beautifully. I love it. We got an update on Dusty's urine sample that we took in the other day. She has no crystals now, so the distilled water, the fountain and stuff is working that away. But she has bacteria again. Low amount, but still bacteria. And the vet really wants to do a aspiration where they put a needle in, draw the urine out from the bladder itself. But he wants to do it on a drop-off basis. And I told him that she's not fully crate trained. She gets very anxious in the crate. She also has separation anxiety. And I'm trying to make the vet's office visit a pleasant spot for her to do. And I really don't think by dropping her off and putting her in a crate and doing this procedure without or without anesthesia is going to help with that process. So upon talking it all out, we decided to go with another round of antibiotics and see if that works, and then go from there. Hopefully we can figure out what's causing this bacteria to come. The antibiotics took care of it the first time, and then she got back again, you know, a small number back. And now it's back again. So we're going to go with the antibiotic treatment for this time around again. See if that takes care of it. And I'll continue working on the crate training, and hopefully I can get her settling down into a crate. So if he decides that we really do need to do the aspiration, we can be more confident that she will not freak out in a crate in a new spot. So that's where we stand with that. Saturday night, a friend of ours, Aaron, came out, and Sean and him went to Medora to see some type of presentation, and they were going to eat on the way there, so I don't have to feed them. And that's about all we did this week. Been an interesting, been a wonderful week. Hope you enjoyed your week, and remember to like, share, subscribe, follow your dream, and God bless. Bye, everybody.